Sarah Logan. I'm getting them confused. Um, we saw her put in more of an effort against Rousey, but in the end, Rousey defeated, um, 2/3 of the Riot Squad. So now it's Ruby Riot's turn. We have a handicap match for the Intercontinental Championship: Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush versus Finn Balor. I think they should just let Lio Rush continue on 205 Live and not do matches on Raw. I'm sorry. I've seen his work, in Combat Zone Wrestling, and I'm not, dissing on him at all. I think he's a great talent. I think, but he'll be wasted on Raw because Raw's a big man show. I mean, look at example the seventh match, which is Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. No disqualification. That's your card for the Elimination Chamber event tonight. And it takes place in Dallas, Texas, or Houston, Texas. I don't know if I want to even watch this today. It just doesn't look that appealing to me. Boy. I'm going to pause this real quick and I will be right back. So recently, the WWE had a new crop of recruits join the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida. This is what they call their February class. And I'm going to, you might know some of the names, you might not know some of them, but this is a list of who has signed with WWE and has reported to the Performance Center. Rachel Ellering, of course, that name may sound familiar. She was in the Mae Young Classic the past two years. Trevor Lee, who recently was with Impact Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, ACH, who has been with Ring of Honor, New Japan, and been all over the world. Jonah Rock from Australia. He was a big man. Also, Karen Q, who was in the Mae Young Classic and worked for Ring of Honor. Of course, you have Sam Shaw, who most recently was in TNA as, a kind of a psychotic, quiet superstar. And then, of course, you got Scott Jagged Parker and Big Magic Shane Matthews, who are better known. They're two-time former tag team champions in Shakara. They're from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. They've wrestled for PWG. I believe they've had a Ring of Honor. They've been in NXT before, and they were mostly used as enhancement talent. And then there's Elliot Sexton, Nick Camarado, Ricardo Miller, and Omari Palmer. Elliot Sexton and Jonah Rock are, of course, the big Australians. And of course, there's a couple more guys that are going to be joining the WWE very, very soon. One of them is Shane Strickland. He's expected to be starting very, very soon, as well as somebody that they're keeping a secret. So there's somebody that we may see at the next NXT TakeOver. come WrestleMania weekend, which they're calling it Takeover Blackout, because they're having it in Brooklyn. And why call it NXT Takeover Brooklyn when you already have an NXT Takeover Brooklyn, for SummerSlam weekend. So because WrestleMania is at MetLife Stadium again, so we'll find out. But the secret signee, which has been reported for since oh, sorry, I'm just having a hard time with my eye here. So the secret superstar that you may see at Takeover Blackout is none other than Kushida. So we'll find out WrestleMania weekend if this is true or not. Kushida would be a very, very much needed shot in the arm for 205 Live or even Raw or NXT. I mean, here's a guy that's a former mixed martial artist. Very, he actually was very well off in the mixed martial arts. He's a former multi-time IWGP Tag Team Champion, multi-time IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He won the Pro Wrestling World Cup for, they're now called Defiant Wrestling, but they were called What Culture Pro Wrestling. So he's got the accolades, and it would be, refreshing to see him in the state, stateside. He's also a former Ring of Honor television champion, so he's no stranger to gold, and it would be very refreshing to see him in the WWE. And of course, with All Elite Wrestling coming, their event Double or Nothing Memorial Day weekend in May sold out in 4 minutes at the MGM Grand Garden Arena at the MGM Grand Hotel there on the Strip. So, if you're All Elite Wrestling and you want to try to sell out these events, why not try for something bigger? Just to say something bigger, like a stadium. Not a big stadium. Like what they do with WrestleManias or even Wrestle Kingdom, because the Tokyo Dome can easily hold more than what New Japan hosts. Of course, WrestleMania at any of the stadiums that they use, mostly NFL football stadiums, they can get 65, 75, 80,000 people. And the way All Elite has been going, they are owned by the man that owns the Jacksonville Jaguars and his son. So why not have them, host an event at the Jacksonville Stadium there? The sky's the limit for AEW. So after the Elimination Chamber, we'll have one more pay-per-view, and I believe it's Fastlane, and then we're at WrestleMania. So WrestleMania this year takes place at MetLife Stadium. We do know that Seth Rollins will challenge Brock Lesnar. In an ongoing storyline, Becky Lynch won the Women's Royal Rumble, but this past Monday, Vince McMahon announced that Charlotte Flair will now challenge Ronda Rousey for the Raw Women's title, which is interesting enough because it was Charlotte and Rousey who faced each other at the Survivor Series due to a legitimate injury that Becky Lynch suffered the previous Monday night against Nia Jax when Jax accidentally punched her in the face and gave her a concussion, broke her nose, and just left her a bloody, bloody mess. So we'll see how this plays out between now and WrestleMania. Of course, they've got Becky Lynch. I mean, she's probably the most over person in the WWE right now. I can't think of any other superstar, male or female, who gets more crowd reaction than her. So let's see where this heads out. So the pre-show is getting ready to start here. If it hasn't started already, you can catch it on YouTube, WWE Network, what have you. I'm going to get off this thing for now. I will do a live recap of my Elimination Chamber reaction after the event is over, which would probably be about 7:30, 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, because I'm here, like I said, in Washington. So we'll just go from there, guys, and hopefully, we won't have so much background noise with the walking and stomping. Still waiting to see if I can't get somebody to interview on this. I was hoping it was going to be today, but maybe it might be next week. I don't know. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get off here. I will I will talk to you guys again this evening with I'm thinking I might do a live. Might do one live this this time around. I might even stream it on Facebook. Or not Facebook, but YouTube. So until later tonight, guys, take care, and I'll talk to you later. All right, peace out.